Welcome to the HackedHumanBroadcast, episode number 6. Welcome back. This one will be very short. It is just an introduction. This is called Introduction to Gang-stalking, which is a term I'll be using a lot. Gang-stalking is an event where intelligence agency personnel use high-powered technologies to stalk and harass citizens. I spoke on it in episode number 3 briefly. They like to, quote-unquote, beat your head in. So welcome to that. This is just a table of contents. In a couple episodes, there'll be 2 lengthy episodes about it. I've introduced 2 characters to the mix. At the top of my feed, one is David, which I talked about in episode 3, and one is Steven. Now, the thing about gang stalking is, those who will gang stalk you will spend a lot of time surveilling you and doing research. They will try to get the names of and the places that you travel to ahead of time so they can use these informations against you to make you believe it is other people within their lives to hide their own identity. So if these individuals have nothing to do with it, I would have to seriously apologize. But anyway, in the case of David, for instance, I spoke on him being in the Air Force and retired FBI. He is now working for potentially a third-party security contractor. Now, the thing about these third-party contractors is they're all made up of former intelligence officers. They take their people, they put them in these companies, invest in these companies, and these private companies can do horrendous, heinous things that intelligence agencies cannot do within the law. So they put their own people in place there to develop a nice, luscious double standard so that they can report back all informations to the inside through secure channels, while all the while making sure no investigation comes their way. So this makes perfect sense in this case of this individual for him to be involved as he has said that he is. The other is actually my brother, who says that David got him into the FBI and is exercising vengeance for a 35-year-old beef. So let me continue on to what you can expect in this episode coming up. They will try to fire you from your job. They will try to get you arrested. They will try to get you embroiled in court. They will try to get your company shut down, to bankrupt you, to get you removed or kicked out of school. And they will use various real-world assets they have, such as friends, that they'll offer recommendations for positions later if they're to help, police officers, judges, friends from school, friends from the academy, friends I knew in the military, that work real-life jobs that could participate in this stalking effort, and I'll get into that. In my case in general, it was quite horrendous. I mean, you hear about it, you're going to be sickened by it. I will put up an advisory before I do the gang stalking episodes because there are very vile things said. Mostly the agents and or operators in my case used sexual innuendo against me to try to bully me in an ultimate bullying campaign, saying gross, sexualized things about my 12 and 14-year-old daughters that weren't true, trying to get me to believe one was even raped so that I would potentially go into a violent rage and fight somebody. It was something that never happened. They said that they were with the FBI and that they're investigating my wife for prostitution, would tell me vile things that they watch her do, such as gross personal acts performed on multiple men at the same time and things like that. This is a massive integrity issue. Could you imagine approaching a man on the street and telling him that you like to watch his wife have sex with other men? During the Biden administration, this just has run roughshod. These terrible, terrible, horrendous clowns with no morality think that they're better than you. They think that they're a step above the law because they don't get prosecuted or investigated for these things, especially working in a third-party capacity, which may have a lot to do with why I never received a response from the FBI at all, not even a generalized PR letter. So stay tuned and watch these episodes. You must, because this is very important. These are issues that could be sorted out potentially by Pam Bondi, by maybe Mr. Cash Patel. I would think even Mr. Hegseth would have an important role to play in cleaning out some of this manipulation, gross abuse of technology, and even military assets. Thank you very much. That's the end of this episode. We'll be back, and we're going to do 2 long episodes, and I really hope you watch. Comment if you like. This is one of the most biggest dangers facing our country. Thank you. Hacked Human Broadcast, out.